But now I made a completely new design. I posted on YouTube. Motor is on the back. I purposely put saddle from Ural, because the ride, I rode it 300 kilometers or 186 miles. On this tiny seat, I won't be able to sleep next night. I cut off the pedals, to avoid temptation of pedal assist. Bike okay, the shock absorbers. And 2. Reserve and main battery packs. Generator is constantly working in the generation mode, permanently. It charges one battery pack or the other, so when main works, it charges reserve battery. When reserve works, it charges another. I travel 300 kilometers or 186 miles on them, and could still ride more. We just got tired with my deputy. We outlined here in the city 10 kilometers or 6.2 miles loop. We made 30 laps. Well, we quit but could do more. For how far you rode it? 300, and even shows how it's done. We drove 1 lap, then measured the voltage, 12.6 volts, a bit discharged batteries, it should show 12.9. Then we drove 1 circle, reserve battery showed 13, it charged so. And main, descended to 12.6 on this lap. So constantly goes. Battery has property. If it deeply discharged, it very difficult to charge. That's right. Current, voltage and so on. And we do not permit that. As soon as working battery remains 80%, or at 20% of discharge, it automatically switches to another. And that's the top of this. We are constantly balancing. Reserve exhausted to 80. This rises to 100. Such a pumping swap goes on. And the top is very easy to fill. Low current, fast charging. And I say, I posted this information on YouTube. I warn inventors that if you try to put traditional motors, not asymmetric pulse motor and generator like in my design, which are multi-pole, multi-frequency, then you will not get anything. On the contrary, you will only reduce range, because generator when it engaged will break so hard. I'm sorry. It will only eat current, more than in regular mode. The higher the load, the higher braking and heating. And here, I showed it, posted this information. You can find it. I just spin this generator by hand, and it lit a light bulbs. On the internet all these videos, you seen it. By this example I practically shown that what needed here is not working and reserve battery, but 1 set of capacitors. Why? Because there I'm limiting, putting resistance. So currents of pulse charging won't destroy the battery. This particular battery cannot be charged more than 5 amps. It'll bloat. And the generator gives 12 to 16. So I'll throw those 12 to 16, especially on a slope somewhere. Right, I'll just throw it on the caps, to which even 100 amps, it's nothing.